Today, I will live one day like the queen from Winx Club, Bloom. I've been watching Winx Club since I was maybe 4 years old. It's still my favorite show ever made. I will try to live like her for one day based on some episodes of the first seasons and some regular facts about her. That's why I made this video. I think it will be fun. So I started my morning by recreating a scene where Bloom wakes up, and in the very first episode we can see her waking up in her room. And I tried to recreate that scene. It was a fun experience. But luckily my dog helped me by playing as Kiko. And she almost bit my finger off in the process. Anyways, this is the result of my attempt.
Wake up, sleepyhead. The sun's been up for ages.
5 more minutes. Bloom. School? Oh no! Are all the alarm? I can't believe this.
It looks funny. Obviously, I wasn't trying to make a cinematic real-life action movie. I think it was just a fun idea. I think her makeup is pretty basic. I don't even know if she wears anything. I just did my everyday makeup. So let's talk about Bloom. There are a lot of different opinions about Bloom. Some people love her, some people hate her. I love her, obviously, she's my favorite character. And while I understand that in a new season she may come off as kind of self-centered and she's always trying to stand out, but in the first seasons we always see Bloom being supportive of her friends and caring about them.
Stella, you awake?
Yeah.
Everything okay?
Yes, Bloom. Good night.
It's just not fair that she gets so much hate. And I feel like nowadays a lot of people are just hating on the main character all the time, so there is literally no valid reason to hate Bloom. So
Stop it.
So this is the final look. Her outfit, as you can see, is pretty basic. Flared jeans, a blue turtleneck with a yellow crop top underneath. So first of all, I went to the park with Kiko, and I wanted to recreate that scene from the very first episode where she goes to the park with Kiko and eats an apple. And let me tell you, it was really hard filming, walking my dog, and also holding the bicycle at the same time. But then we arrived and found a good place to film. And please look at him, he's just so cute. And then we sat down comfortably and started eating an apple together. It was honestly so calming and relaxing to just sit there with him, and I really enjoyed this scene. So here's the comparison.
Go on, Kiko, but stick around, alright?
So the next thing I did was gardening. And this activity was inspired by the episode where Bloom helps her mother in her flower shop.
The shop. There are 2 businessmen who work for a large company.
Unfortunately, my family does not own a flower shop, but I've recently planted a few plants in our garden with my mother, and she also gave me this thing. It's a starter kit for growing strawberries. First, I put the flower soil in a bowl and added water, and honestly, I was fascinated by this process. Wow! Somehow I made the whole table wet as well. And I quickly realized that this bowl was too small, so I had to get a bigger one. At this point, I felt like a kid making a mud cake. And while editing, I now realize that I have made a mistake because I wasn't supposed to use all the flower soil because I needed some to cover the seeds. but now it's too late. And the instructions said to only use 10 seeds, but I got impatient and used a lot more. This is what it looked like. And then I covered the pot with some plastic foil and put it in the sun for them to prosper. This was probably a fail, but it was still fun to do. We're making pizza today since it's your favorite food.
Give us a chance to get to know one another.
Anyone for pizza?
What's pizza? Yeah, what is it?
It's the national dish of Callisto. More or less.
This pizza kit came with a pre-made sauce and dough. I already bought the ingredients: mozzarella cheese, mushrooms, corn. Let's get started. So we started to roll out the dough. My boyfriend helped me with this part. Don't touch that dough. I was kidding, obviously. Then I poured the tomato sauce. And the spoon was way too big for the jar. As you can see, I'm not the best at cutting vegetables. Cheese. More cheese. And then we put all the other ingredients on top. And more cheese. And she was ready to go in the oven. We were patiently waiting for the pizza. And here she is. This is the pizza. She looks alright. But honestly, the pizza wasn't that bad. I just thought it was burnt, but it wasn't actually. It was just missing some spices, and here I was complaining about that. I finished the day by reading this book that was gifted by a friend of mine. I think it was released like a few months ago. And I also watched Winx Club at the end of the day. All in all, I had so much fun that day, and it was really nice acting like Bloom for a day. It really put me in those nostalgic feels, and my inner child definitely feels very happy. I had so much fun filming this video, and if you liked it as well, please share and subscribe. Thank you, bye!